There really is so much to do at all of the 4 Disney parks, but what do you do on the non-park days?
Yeah, so Walt Disney World is unlike any other theme park in the world. And the big reason is the amount of land they have, which is 43 square miles.
Literally the Disney bubble. And these days, there's just no way any other company could possibly do this.
Yeah, so this week we continue our mini series, and we're going to give you a couple of examples on fun things to do on your non-park day, including some things that we just learned about.
We are always learning.
Welcome to Disney Travel Secrets with your host, Rob and Kerri Stuart, the founders of Creating Magic Vacations and authorized Disney Vacation Planner. They are still a very popular Disney podcast, and not just with their friends and family. Every Monday for over 5 years, they've been bringing you the best and most up-to-date information about all things Disney, the parks, the cruises, and also the luxury of Adventures by Disney. Make sure to follow them on Instagram, where they share content that's mentioned on this very show. Now, here comes the rope drop.
Hello, my friend Rob and Kerri Stuart here in the CMV studio in Windermere, Florida. You are listening to episode number 421 of the Disney Travel Secrets podcast, original air date March 10th of 2025.
And as we mentioned in the open, this show is all about the things you can do on your non-park days.
Which for a lot of us, most of our days are non-park days.
That's true, but this is like when you're on your vacation. Fair, totally fair.
But first, a little story about our friend Baggie, the most famous baguette in the world. You may know him from Instagram as Disney Baguette. I will tell you that account got hijacked. I will say, please do not tell this story around your kids.
Yeah. So, and we haven't been able to keep you up to date on all of his adventures because we did get that Instagram account hacked. So we can only view, but we can't control the content.
So if you don't know about Baggie, he was raised in Paris, France, literally, and we adopted him last May while we were there. It began a full adventure, something we did not expect.
Yeah. So after touring the city of Paris with Baggie, we then decided he should come to Disneyland Paris with us.
So he got to meet Mickey on Main Street in Disneyland Paris, and we went to Casey's there, and he even enjoyed a stay at the Marvel Hotel. Again, this is why you guys need to be on YouTube, because you're going to see this video, which is probably the most interesting and impactful video I've ever done at any of the Disney parks in the galaxy. Mickey touched my baguette.
It was so cute. So we had to bring him to America where he could visit Florida. So we snuck him on our flight. Okay, maybe we didn't really sneak him.
Because Baggie did not have a passport.
We got him one.
So the next morning, he may have been a little homesick, trying to adapt to the language. So we decided to take him to France in Epcot, of course.
So we had so many adventures with Baggie. We even took him to Magic Kingdom, and he got to visit the other Casey's Corner.
So our adventure stopped for a while, and he was tucked away safely in our pantry with a plan to visit his friends from Paris on a Montana trip this summer.
Yeah, but unfortunately, he didn't share his plans with our organizer, and so he was disposed of in the trash.
So yeah, that was Hillary and her team. I'm like, we had a baguette here. And she's like, it was hard as a rock. I'm like,
it was Baggie.
You didn't know it. So we were sad. So we went to Epcot, and now we have Son of Baggie. And again, if you're watching us on YouTube, you kind of get to see this.
No, but if you've been listening to us or followed our Baggie's Instagram, then you know how fun this was.
This Baggie's fresh.
Yeah, this one, I don't know. But seriously, though, it was so much fun. And just like we talked about last week when we were talking about bringing the magic home, this one, that was a fun one for us.
Well, I'll tell you why. It is because we did this as a joke. We got it in Paris. Our tour guide gave us a baguette, but we also had so much food we weren't going to eat it.
Yeah, no, it was just it was a joke.
And so what happened was this Disney baguette was in every single picture we did in Paris and France. Yes. And we're like, oh my gosh, maybe we should do an Instagram account. So sadly, it is time to move on. Though we will miss you, Baggie, and thanks for the memories. And special thanks to Ann, Bob, Peggy, Esther, Jack, Chris, EJ, and Ellie for being a part of Baggie's adventure. I can't even say that with a straight face.
Okay, but this week we are going to continue our mini series, and we thought that we would give you some examples of a sample itinerary for you to do on a non-park day at Walt Disney World.
So we're going to start with an on-property day, and then we're going to take you off property and just give you some of the options.
Yeah, and there's a really cool one for you to consider. Okay, so for the on-property, start your day with a character meal. You can choose from Chef Mickey's at Contemporary, Cape May at Beach Club, or the very popular Topolino's at Riviera Resort.
The biggest key here is where are you staying and where do you want to go? Because those decisions will determine how do I get there? Skyliner, bus, minivan, whatever it is. It all depends on where do you want to go and where are you staying.
So after your nice breakfast, or you could do a brunch like at Steakhouse 71 or the Cake Bake Shop.
Or dinner.
Or no, this is brunch, this is breakfast. So then what you can do is head over to your resort or maybe even another one and do one of the activities.
So did you know you don't have to be staying at a resort to do the activity? Like maybe, the mosaic over at Contemporary.
Yeah, and there are also other things like making necklaces. They have that over at the Yacht and Beach Club right now. And most of the resorts do have the tie-dye. So just ask at the front desk what activity is going on.
So if you've been born in the last 15, 20 years, you probably don't know what tie-dye is. So please ask your parents. So after one of these, crafts or activities, whatever, enjoy your resort pool. There's going to be pool parties, pool trivia, bingo, lots of activities, maybe more tie-dye stuff if you have not got enough of that.
And then after your swim, clean up or just take a nap and then head over to Disney Springs for a nice dinner.
Some kind of a combo thing over at Disney Springs. It could be, I'm going to go to Haleo and Cirque du Soleil, or I'm just going to walk around and go to a couple places where I'm not going to have a giant dinner where I have to go back to the resort and take a nap, but experience everything that Disney Springs has to offer.
Yeah, one of the things that I love to do is like a progressive dinner. And so that would be appetizers in one place, and then you get your main dish, and then you get dessert, and then you can do a little shopping in between.
Or you can shop first and then do a nice sit-down dinner with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because you just spent a crap ton of money at Disney Springs.
No, or you go do like a really nice meal like at Haleo where it is an experience.
It is.
Or in your case, I just drop you off somewhere where you can get a nice cold bevy and watch some sports so I can shop.
That is my dream. And then it's a wrap for the day. Unless you want to do something like movies under the stars, which they do at all these resorts.
Yeah. And then, okay, so just last week we stopped by Beach Club and we picked up their activity list. They had a silent disco dance party. They had a ton of trivia games all in the evening. And so there was so much to do inside the bubble.
So let's say you do really want to get outside of the bubble and try something completely different. Did you know there was an experience that you can do most of the time, and you can only find this in the Caribbean?
Yes. And what we're talking about is Discovery Cove. And this is something several of our clients, they look forward to doing this every year because it is such a super unique experience.
If you are not familiar with what you can do over at Discovery Cove, here's a few of the things you can do. The big one, swim with the dolphins.
Yeah, and if that isn't your thing, you can also snorkel in the Grand Reef. And this is the one place that you can find just about every type of fish.
Or get in the Stingray pool and get up close and personal. These are, again, really, really cool experiences.
Yeah, and these are all things that we have personally done in the Caribbean. But now maybe you want to see how you like those activities and do a sampler before you decide to do them on a cruise and visit the Caribbean. This would be a great way to sample everything in one day.
It's pretty much, this is a water day.
Yeah.
So they also do have a lazy river, one of my favorites, and Serenity Bay.
But what I think is so great about this day is that you can also get the all-you-can-eat and drink package. So it is going to be a truly all-inclusive day.
Okay, so that would be a great getaway.
Yes, it would.
And I guarantee something very unique to brag to all of your friends when you get home. It's like, oh my God, I was swimming with Flipper. If you were born before 1980, you have no idea who Flipper is.
Probably not.
Very, very famous dolphin.
Yeah. So what do you like to do on your non-park days? In the bubble, out the bubble? Head on over to our Instagram and share those with us.
And keep this in mind. We are here to help you plan and navigate your Disney vacations, but not just Disney. We can help you with every vacation you want to do on the planet. Or maybe if you want to go to Mars.
Oh, we're not doing that one.
No, I think we can do that.
Not yet. So reach out to us or one of our Creating Magic Vacations travel agents, and we can help you craft your ideal non-park day and also your park days.
We hope you enjoyed this mini series. And yes, I think she's going to do air quotes. Until next time, have a magical day.
We hope to see you real soon.